Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you some really simple Valentine's Day recipes that you can make for you and your family. These are really easy, they come together in no time, and I'm sure that you will all enjoy them. The first thing I think of when I think of Valentine's Day is chocolate dipped strawberries. So I wanted to do kind of a little extra on my chocolate dipped strawberries. I'm using white chocolate chips and I'm melting it with just a little bit of coconut oil. This just gives it a really nice sheen when they're coating the berries. I went ahead and washed all my berries and stuck a toothpick in the top so that they're easier to dip into the chocolate. And now I'm just melting the white chocolate in 30-second intervals in the microwave, stirring between each. And the trick with melting chocolate in the microwave is you want to stop before it's completely melted. So you'll see I still have some little chunks of chocolate chips in here. That's the perfect time to stop because the residual heat from the bowl and the chocolate will melt that. But if you put it in when there's still just a little bit left, sometimes you can overdo it and then you have burnt chocolate and nobody wants that. I'm using gel food coloring here. Please use water-based food coloring. I learned this the hard way, but I'm going for a marbled look. So I just want to swirl that food coloring into the white chocolate. So then when you dip the berries in, you kind of twist them and it creates this really nice marble look. Now, because I used gel, it did clump a little bit and didn't quite turn out as marbled as I wanted, but if you used a water-based food coloring like the ones that come in the little boxes, this should work perfectly. Make sure your berries are dry, dip them in and kind of spin them around a little bit, and then when you pull them out, give them a little twirl. That's why the toothpick is so important. And you'll have this really nice, pretty marbled pattern on your berries. Once they're dry, I put them in the fridge for a little bit just to kind of solidify that coating. You do want to keep these in the fridge, but these turned out pretty good. As I said, if you use water-based food coloring, it would look much better, but these still look really pretty on a plate. They're a little elevated for a chocolate covered strawberry, and you can add sprinkles or extra chocolate chips, or you could do a little drizzle over top, but you can be really creative with these, and I love how they turned out. Next, we're going to make these little heart hand pies. So you can totally use homemade pie crust. I was opting for the easier version, so I just used refrigerated pie crust, but you need pie crust. You want to make sure the pie crust is rolled out, and then you're going to use a heart cookie cutter. I don't know where my heart cookie cutter went. I had to run over to my friend's house and borrow hers. I have no idea where it went. I looked in the Play-Doh bin and everything. But you're going to stamp out some hearts. You're going to need a top heart and a bottom heart because it's going to be like a little sandwich. And punch these all out. Re-roll the dough scraps as needed. And again, you can use homemade strawberry jam, homemade pie filling, whatever you want. You can fill this with apples or raspberry filling, whatever you want. I went for strawberry jam because that's what my kids like, and it's red, so it kind of goes with the Valentine theme. You're just going to want to put a little bit in the center of each heart, and then you're going to want to top it off with another piece of pie crust. Make sure you line it up really good, and then press the edges down just a little bit to seal that jam inside. I didn't have an even number, so I ended up just folding this one in half, and it was like a cute little broken heart. It turned out cute. Then I used a fork just to crimp around the edges and really seal that jam inside, but also give it a really cute outer layer. When I was doing this, it reminded me of the little Valentines I used to make as a kid with the lace doilies. Do you guys remember those? Oh my gosh. Brought back memories. Then you want to cut a slit in the top of each little pie. I was trying to make a V for Valentine's. It kind of worked. And then you're going to want to brush these with an egg wash. If you've never made an egg wash before, you can look up a recipe online, but basically it's one egg with either water, milk, or cream, and you just want to make it a runny consistency. This is going to give that nice color and sheen to your hand pies, and then you're going to want to bake them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'll leave the original recipe link down below so you can go off that, but that's about what I did. These turned out so good. They were delicious, flaky, and so simple. Last but not least, I wanted to make some pudding parfaits for my kids, so I started with some vanilla pudding. Just make that as per the package. We've all made pudding before. This is not rocket science. And you could use whatever flavor of pudding you want. I originally was looking for strawberry because I wanted it to be pink, but I couldn't find that in my grocery store, so I just used vanilla and dyed it pink with some food coloring. I had some leftover chocolate from the strawberries, so I put it into a Ziploc bag. You could also use a piping bag, whatever you have, but I'm going to be making some chocolate decals to go with the pudding parfait. So basically, you just want to put it in some type of bag, and then you just clip off the bottom corner of your bag, or if you're using a piping bag, you can use a piping tip as well. And then on wax paper, or this is parchment paper, but just draw out some hearts and some X's and O's and put it in the fridge to harden, and these were going to be little decorations for the parfaits. I'm using these tiny little mason jars as my parfait holders. I added in some crushed up graham crackers for some crunch and then layered in the pudding. I topped it off with some whipped cream, some purple sprinkles, and then the white chocolate decorations. These turned out super cute, super delicious, and I hope this video gave you some simple ideas for Valentine's Day treats and snacks, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire.